Full English version, as October began, while much of the northern hemisphere was still wrapped in golden leaves and autumn colors, western China was suddenly hit by extreme weather. During the National Day holiday, regions in Xinjiang, Qinghai, and Tibet were slammed by a rare blizzard that shut down transportation, stranded tourists, and instantly transformed the fall scenery into a frozen world. In Xinjiang's vast Altai region, what should have been a cool autumn rain suddenly turned into a fierce snowstorm around 2:30 p.m. on September the 30th. A tourist from Shanxi recorded the moment rain turned to heavy snow while driving along the Ahe highway. In the video, thick flakes poured down, quickly blanketing the road as the sky turned blinding white. She could be heard exclaiming, "I can't see anything around me. This is the first time I've ever seen snow like this." As night fell, the situation grew worse. Hundreds of cars were stuck in a massive traffic jam on the Ahe highway. Snowplows worked non-stop, but the heavy drifts slowed rescue efforts. Falling temperatures turned the road into ice, leading to multiple collisions. While waiting for help, her car was hit twice. It wasn't until around 2 a.m. on October the 1st that she finally made it back to a hotel in Altai City, shaken but grateful to be safe. Police later announced that the Ahe highway would be completely closed, and confirmed that all stranded passengers had been evacuated. Still, thousands of private cars remain stuck, awaiting towing. Authorities said the road would likely not reopen until October the 3rd. Once the weather cleared, the news rattled many travelers, as this route is the main access to Hemu and Kanas, two of Xinjiang's most famous attractions. Meanwhile, in the Kanas Scenic area, the heavy snow turned mountains, meadows, and turquoise lakes into a fairy tale world. Video clips showed the iconic, fish-watching platform, steps buried under deep snow, forcing authorities to close several attractions. "The snow started in the morning and barely stopped," said one staff member. "The view is stunning, but traveling here has become extremely difficult." Tibet's Namtso Lake was also blanketed by snow. Sitting at over 15,400 feet, the sacred high-altitude lake welcomed crowds of tourists on the first day of the holiday, but the swirling snow and bitter cold made conditions risky. The deep blue water against the white snow created a dreamlike scene, but icy roads and biting winds left many visitors uneasy. In Qinghai, the famous Ryu mountain was hit by a blizzard overnight. By morning, the entire range was covered in white, drawing crowds of tourists who stopped to take pictures on National Day. A college student from Nanjing, seeing snow for the first time, exclaimed, "It's breathtaking, like stepping into a fairy tale." However, local authorities warned that the surge of visitors on icy mountain roads posed serious traffic and safety risks. Even in Halin, a city in northeastern Heilongjiang. The season's first snow arrived early. The brilliant autumn foliage that should have been at its peak was instead buried under white overnight, making fall vanish as winter arrived ahead of schedule. China's Weather Bureau quickly issued a string of warnings, covering strong winds, blizzards, icy roads, and geological hazards. Xinjiang alone saw back-to-back alerts for cold air, snow, and gales. Experts noted that areas above 1,500 meters were widely experiencing rain turning into snow, raising the risks of landslides and mudslides. In some regions, winds could reach force 12 or 13 on the Beaufort scale, accompanied by dust storms. Authorities urged residents to limit travel, stock up on winter supplies, and avoid mountain routes such as the Duku Highway and the already closed Ahe Highway. Northern cities were told to start heating systems earlier than usual, while remote farming regions were instructed to take urgent steps to protect crops from frost damage. What shocked the public wasn't just the snow itself, but its timing. Normally, blizzards in western and northern China don't arrive until November or December, but this year, on October the 1st, the very start of the holiday, entire provinces from Xinjiang, Qinghai, and Tibet to Heilongjiang were already buried in snow, as if winter had arrived months early. Social media has been flooded with thousands of photos and videos, mountains as white as glaciers, lakes glittering beneath snow, highways completely swallowed. Reactions have been polarizing. Some called it like stepping into a wonderland, while others, stuck and desperate, described fear and frustration. The sudden storm highlighted not only nature's beauty, but also its danger and destructive force. As millions set out on holiday trips, the extreme weather threw countless plans into chaos. Popular destinations were instantly transformed from vacation getaways into hazardous zones. Rescue teams have been working around the clock to pull stranded travelers to safety and restore order on the roads. In just one night, western and northern China were draped in winter's cloak. For many, it was a breathtaking spectacle, but for local governments and residents, it was also a test. The early arrival of heavy snow could mean an even harsher winter ahead.